Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to the Anti-Chef Christmas special. You filthy animals. Today we're making a house. We're gonna make a house with our bare hands. We're becoming architects. This is a house of candy. It's gingerbread house. It's the most wonderful time of the year to make a house of sweets. I think let's head over here and just get started because I'm excited. So let's start with constructing the bones of the house, the walls, the roof, the foundation. We need gingerbread cookies, and those are going to be shaped up into all these different parts of the house. So we need to do that first before we can start modeling up our perfect gingerbread dream home. So let's get ingredients right here. 6 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, some salt, 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, 4 teaspoons of ground ginger, cloves, but I need to grind these up. So I cleaned out my coffee grinder. Perfect. 1.5 sticks of room temperature butter, 1.5 cups of light brown sugar, 2 large eggs, a little bit of water, and molasses. Now I realize I did this whole thing about molasses a couple weeks ago. The jar was like yay big and it was expensive. It's not something you ordinarily find in Belgium, so it's got a import fee on it. I'm not buying it. I'm never gonna use it again. Times change. The molasses, it actually plays a pretty important role in making gingerbread cookies, so I couldn't really skimp out today as much as I wanted to. In your big bowl, I'm just gonna go ahead and combine all the dry ingredients. Flour, ground up cloves, baking powder, salt. I missed the bowl by about that much. Cinnamon, ground ginger, whiskey. Thank you. Small bowl, really just any bowl that you have left over because the big one is being used. Butter, sugar, eggs, 1 cup of grandma's molasses. If I spill this, I will cry for years to come. Oh, I wasn't supposed to add it all at once. I was supposed to mix the butter and the sugar first, and then it has now come to my attention through the art of reading that I was supposed to add the sugar and the butter first, beat that together, and then add everything else. I'm gonna try to take the eggs and the molasses out of this bowl. I need to mix this first, right? Use an electric mixer. To be honest with you, I'm not too worked up about it because, usually these things have a way of figuring themselves out. Mix. Medium speed. Until it's fluffy, now I can add everything else. I forgot my water. Now mix this until it's well combined. Now I need to combine this in here. Okay, I got an idea. I'm going to add my flour into this salad bowl. Put this over here. This bowl will be where I mix everything. So first I'm just gonna add half the flour into this, as well as half the wet ingredients. Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Beat half the flour mixture and combine the rest of the wet ingredients, the flour. And now, with my dough hook attachments, I'm going to knead this until it starts to resemble some sort of dough. Yes, I think so. We'll take 1/2 of your dough, put it on plastic wrap. I think that's cool. Wrap it up. Get your dough in the fridge for 2 hours. Right. So while I'm waiting for my dough to firm up in the fridge, so on my box I'm gonna draw a whole bunch of different patterns. This is kind of the blueprint to my house. Then I'm gonna cut out these patterns and then I'm gonna put them onto the rolled out dough when I'm ready for that. And I'm gonna, with a knife, cut around these pieces. And then I have the pieces of my house in cookie dough shape, form. Then I'm gonna put them in the oven and they're gonna come out of there as the proper gingerbread. Okay. This is gonna be one part of the roof. What? Those do not look like the same thing. We're looking at all the different shapes that are gonna be our future house. It's kind of lopsided. I'll have to fix it on the day. My roof. What? What's this? Shit. I'm missing one of these. I'm just gonna flour up this parchment paper very lightly. Rolling pin. Fuck. What am I doing? It makes no sense what I'm doing. Take the flour. That's better. Rolling this dough until it is about 1/4 inch in thickness. Put the pattern pieces on top of the dough and you kind of just, you trace it. Shit, now I get why you do it on the parchment paper. No. I don't know why I thought that that was going to be the way to do it. All right, I need to bring that parchment paper back over here. I'm going to roll out this dough on the parchment paper until it's 1/4 inch in thickness. Take the stupid pattern shape things and you put them, where did that knife go? Once you've cut them out, I don't think you should move them, you just leave them and remove the scrap pieces around what I've cut out so far. I shouldn't have cut them so close together, you dipshit. I just took a little off the sides. So I'm gonna put this onto a... Shit. Oh, I don't know why I put it on the baking tray like that. I'm gonna bake this for 11 to 15 minutes. Oh, these large pieces go into the oven for 11 to 15 minutes. And then the smaller pieces, I'll worry about those in a second. Set a timer for 11 to 15 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 18 hours and 35 minutes.
Now what if I take my dough, I put it onto the parchment paper that's already on the baking sheet. Then I roll it out that way. Please work. No. Damn it. That definitely did not work. This dough is doing its best being a pain in the ass. Just around the holidays too. It's just uncalled for. I had to make a new stencil for the front of the house because the first one was awful. 1 inch in between both pieces. So one of these is gonna act as the front of the house and I need like a little window in the front. So I'm going to take my ring, I'm gonna wash it. I just push down on it. Yes, yes. I need a front door. Is this supposed to be the front door? This is supposed to be the chimney. I need to make a front door. How do you get the door out? What if I just tear it out with the parchment paper? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tear it out with the parchment paper as well. Yeah. Scalpel. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. So with these pieces, I'm gonna put this into the oven and I'm gonna have these bake and I'm going to eyeball it, especially with these little guys. The little guys might have to come out a bit early. The big boys are gonna stay in for like 15 minutes. Now these need to hang out on a cooling rack until they are completely cool. Now I need to make the royal icing, which is like the glue that it's like the cement, it's like the nuts, the bolts, the screws, it's everything. It's what's gonna make this a house. You're gonna take all your bricks, your mortar, and then you're gonna use this, what am I talking about? 2 eggs that we're just gonna use the egg whites of these. 2 2/3 cups of powdered sugar. I have half in one bowl and half in the other. That's because I'm adding them at 2 different times. I need a bowl. It's in the dishwasher. First I need my egg whites. So whisk together until smooth the egg whites in 1/3 cup powder. Okay, whatever. I'm going to add my powdered sugar with my egg whites. Am I supposed to do that? I'm gonna mix this until it's completely smooth. Add the remaining powdered sugar.
And mix this until it reaches stiff peaks.
On high speed.
Stiff peaks. That probably took around 10 minutes. Now you'll need a damp kitchen towel. Put it over top of this and then just put it aside until you need it. It's time to get crafty. We're gonna build our house. These are for the roof, the 2 sides, my chimney, the back of the house, the beautiful front of the house. What I need is a base, like cutting board, tin foil. The house, front yard, backyard where the kids play, maybe a pool. So I'm using a piping bag. You can see this type of nozzle. That is the best fit for me. I'm just gonna put all the icing in here, all of it. With a side piece and the back piece, I'm going to pipe a thick line of icing along the short end of the side piece, like this. Okay, practically built itself. Hold in place for a few minutes. Then I'm sure it's fine. Repeat with the other. Ah! If I had something to prop this up, that would be better. Can I run over there and get something? Anything. I see something. I'm gonna go get it. Take the other side piece and do the same thing. Oh wait, shouldn't it be like... No! Hold it in place. There's a can of corn that I'm gonna quickly get, and that's gonna hold this piece up. Now same with the other side. We want to repeat everything we just did. Bada bing. And I will also need some sort of canned vegetable. I'm gonna add my front. Okay. The glasses seem to be doing a good job. Now I gotta ice around the base where it connects to the ground. I've waited 15 minutes for this to dry. It's a good solid foundation. I gotta add my roof, although I am hesitant because, you know, the whole thing might topple over. These are pretty heavy, but I don't wanna wait any longer. I'm either gonna die a hero or live long enough to be piping along the very top edges. This is where the roof is gonna go. How long do I hold this here for? And the roof is officially on the building, although I don't know how it's gonna stay there. I put it on wrong. The long ends are supposed to go along the top of the house. How does this stay put? Where's the corn? So I have that glass holding up the pine nuts, which is holding up this thing, which is holding up that glass, which is holding up that can of corn, which is holding up the roof. On the other end, I have a frying pan. Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing I can do right now is just let this hang out like this overnight, have this icing dry up and hopefully hold its place. There's a lot on the line right now. Somehow this survived the night. It must have been a silent night. It's still standing, which is just, that makes me happy. Although it might be a bit on a slant. Heavy windstorm, I guess. So I had to fix part of my chimney yesterday. Part fell on the ground. You can see that I just glued it together with my icing. All is well. All is well. So I need to glue my chimney pieces together. Where's my corn? The chimney is a pain in the ass. It truly is a pain in the ass. What I'm gonna do instead is put it onto the roof first. Think that's gonna hold its place now. Nope, it's falling over. Just stay put, you bastard. So this is the name of the game with the gingerbread house. You just wait now. This is taking so freaking long. Oh my God, I'm going to snap in a second. Could this icing take any longer to dry? I feel like it's been an eternity. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. Just stay put, I don't know what to do. It's come to me putting toothpicks into the roofs so these chimney pieces have something to lean on, because this needs something to lean on. Do I want to get cocky and add this piece in as well? A little bit. I think I was a bit of a dum-dum to add this piece in at the same you f***ing f***. Oh my God, will the icing f***ing dry already? I don't know how I'm gonna get those toothpicks out of there. I'll worry about that later. For now, I just need these two pieces to stay the fuck put. I don't wanna make this anymore. How am I gonna get the candy all over this thing if I can't even get the chimney on? This is the kind of stuff I think about. So while I'm waiting for that stupid chimney to dry, let me introduce you to all the candy I'll be using for today. You really just buy whatever and then you can make it work. I have these right here. These are just like some red gummies, kind of the size of like a Swedish berry, if you don't know what that is. I feel sorry for you. Sugar covered jubes. So I have these, which is like kind of like a sour red candy canes, but they're a bit too big for me, so I'm gonna trim like that. Cool. The icing is drying slowly. These jubes, which I'm gonna just put on random colors, and I'm gonna put them on the top of the roof. Just a little dab, a little dollop. Now it's okay if the icing kind of droops over the side, because it's kind of what snow does, right? It likes to droop, and that's what I'm going for. Okay, a lot's happened right now. I think I just need to let it chill for a second. Maybe I need to make more icing and have a jube. Candy canes on the very front. Prop the toothpick up like so. That will stay put. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the...
Believe it or not, it has been another hour or so. I had to let this icing really just firm up so that this candy, it would not go anywhere. It would not fall off the house. It's on there good. So this house has like a Hellraiser. So I gotta take these out. I'm gonna have powdered sugar, and I'm gonna make it snow in the front yard and the backyard. I have some marshmallows. Why don't I build a snowman? The marshmallows. It's It's bigger than the friggin' house. No snowman. Best gingerbread house I've ever had. Take that to the bank. Huh. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays. Happy Festivus. I hope you enjoy your time with your friends, your family. You can become a subscriber of the show. That is a gift to me. I'll see you guys soon.